Okay, we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with El Boogie.
And Sterno Supernova.
Hey there, Sterno.
Hey, Boogie.
What do you want to talk about today?
Ouch. What's the clumsiest thing you've ever done?
In front of a girl or just in
front
general?
of your podcast audience, like just splashing yourself with water and you're taking your... No, I don't know. What the... do you have any embarrassing things you like to share about yourself? I don't know. That just came to me as a splash in my face.
I don't know if I want to say them publicly.
Okay.
That's the problem.
How about you want to put like what's the most embarrassing thing you've done drunk? How about that? Is that too much?
I don't remember half the stuff.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
What about you? Do you have something?
I remember, I mean, what I always talk about when I was first starting to drink, you know, and I drank 3 Long Island iced teas in the span of less than 30 minutes and went out to the entire club and apologized for being drunk, which I thought was pretty. Now that I look at it, and I'm surprised to actually remember it. That was pretty embarrassing.
Because you weren't drunk.
Yeah, it was.
You were acting drunk.
No, I was
There's
drunk.
a difference.
3 Long Island iced teas?
There are times.
Uh-huh.
Lots of us have seen this. You drink.
Yeah.
But you pretend to act drunk because, hey, people think I'm drunk, so let me act stupid. Let me say curse words. Let me do stupid stuff. But we know. A lot of us know, hey, Sterno's acting his stupid self because he's pretending he's drunk.
No. I mean,
you don't know. Maybe you don't realize it.
I don't think that's the case. I really don't.
There's a lot of times we see you.
Okay.
And you say, oh, I'm drunk. I'm fucking drunk because I drank a lot. But we know you're not. Well, you're fine.
Okay, wait a minute. So what would I have to be drunk? Be like I have to be falling down for you to consider?
No, there's a state of mind.
I don't understand. I mean, to me, I'm pretty sure I'm drunk when I'm.
No, you're not. A lot of times you're not.
So have you seen me drunk? Really drunk?
Yes. There are certain times I have seen you.
Tell me, maybe this is something where I just don't understand where the line is, and I just thought I was, but you. So when did you see me really, really drunk?
There's a couple parties we've been to.
Okay.
And I could see you were.
Okay.
And we could tell, hey, he's really drunk. And there's other times.
Okay, when I'm drunk, what am I like? When I'm really drunk? I mean, I always thought I was, when I was drunk, I had certain characteristics. But you tell me. Because I mean, if I have been, all these years, if I've been misunderstanding my drunkenness level, which I guess it's possible, but
true.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe you.
There's drunk Sterno, which I guess you don't realize you are, and then there's fake drunk Sterno, which
I don't.
It's a different person.
Well, I don't understand. I really don't know what you mean. I don't.
Okay, let's not do the drunk thing. Let's do let's say we're being out in public, just on a normal.
Okay.
Day. There's times when you're just acting yourself, and times when you're trying to be cool.
Okay, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you're acting yourself, you're just being yourself.
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying to be cool, sometimes you'll try to walk cool and it comes off funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll say, like slang. You're like, "What's up, my brothers?" Stuff like that.
That's exaggeration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and everyone could say, "Hey, yeah, haha."
I know.
He's trying. He's acting. He's faking.
Yeah. That I believe. I mean, I totally agree with that. And I usually, when I try to act cool, is when I do the stupidest stuff ever. But. So yeah, okay. So
drinking is the same way.
All right.
There are times when you're really drunk and you don't know it. You're loud. You're still yourself. You're just louder. Your opinions become a little more definite. In fact, you're a more confident person, which is better. When you're fake drunk, you curse, which you curse in a forced way, like you're cursing because I'm gonna curse because I sound drunk kind of way. You real drunk, he points a lot. Fake drunk, you try to dance.
What?
You tried to dance and you can't dance.
Okay. What?
A lot of times
I don't remember trying to dance at all.
I mean, it's not anytime recently.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, this is a long,
over the span of our entire friendship is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've seen you on the dance floor. You go, hey, you proclaim you're drunk, so okay, I can dance on the dance floor, without inhibitions.
I actually don't remember that one.
What, you remember the other ones then?
No, I don't remember ever dancing, like being drunk and trying to dance, because I usually try to keep my balance more than anything.
You've never fallen drunk.
I know, and that's intentional. I mean, I'm saying because I know I'm a big guy, and if I hit the ground, it could be really bad, and I don't know how you guys are going to help me. Honestly, that's what I worry about sometimes because as big guy problems go, if I get drunk to the point where I'm totally sloppy falling over, I don't know how you guys are going to.
Have you ever been that way where you've fallen over?
No,
because it doesn't happen.
And that's I'm telling you, that's intentional. That's me not.
I know because you're not drunk. Like, I think I'm drunk. Let me not fall down. It's that way.
No, it's just that's one of my primary concerns. Even if as soon as I start drinking, and if I feel like I'm losing control, that's one of my primary concerns. I don't want to fall down and have you guys try to pick me up off the floor, which.
If you were really drunk, you wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know if that's true. I think it's one of my primary concerns.
Yeah, you're so cognizant
in life.
You're cognizant that you're worried about other people
in life. I just don't want.
So when you're drunk, you're cognizant. I don't want to harm anyone else, or I don't want to bother anyone else. So I am gonna make sure I don't fall down. And
so you're saying when I get to the point where I don't care about anything, that's when I'm drunk.
Yes.
I think you can still be like have a care a little bit and still be drunk. I don't think that's true. I mean, I don't think I agree with that. Well, okay, all right, never mind. Then I was gonna actually, what do you think you're drunk? What your drunk characteristics are, but you just say, well, I don't know, right?
A lot of times I don't. I believe I'm more quiet. So a lot of times, I mean, there's different times. There's other times when I'm at a party, I will talk to a lot more people.
Okay.
But I won't be like obnoxious about it, I don't think.
You're like you just said about me, you're a little bit louder when you drink. Yeah, definitely louder. I don't know about. I mean, the last time I saw you really drunk, you were so drunk that you couldn't move off the bar. That's your one birthday. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that was the extreme to drunkenness. I mean, drunkenness that I've seen you. So I don't know about like when you're still mobile and drunk. I'm not really sure what you're like.
I'm in control most of the time though, because I don't get like crazy drunk. And I also don't pretend I'm drunk either.
See, I don't think I'm pretending.
You do it.
I don't really.
You do.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't. Maybe I'll ask someone.
I will call you out next time you do it.
Next time, go ahead.
Next time you do it, I'm gonna call you out.
You're gonna say no, you're not drunk. Stop acting like you're drunk.
Yes,
something like that. Okay, fine. Just do it next time I do it. If I do it, which I don't. Maybe it's your perception of how I am.
No. Because a lot of us see it. A lot of people see it.
Okay.
It's like a bad actor. You're a bad actor. You're acting drunk and you're a bad actor. You're terrible at it. It's so obvious that you're not drunk, and it's like you're saying you are. First of all, you're saying it. That's one thing.
You can't know yet you're drunk.
Yeah, but you are like, I'm not gonna say it because it's so bad you're acting.
Okay.
That it's so obvious that we all want to call you out, or that we all notice it.
Okay.
We're like, oh, Star's pretending like he's drunk again.
Like I said, I don't agree with that, but if that's what I don't know what to say. I just don't think I do it, but if that's what you think, I can't argue it. So.
And we know why you do it. We know you want an excuse to like change your personality and be a little different. Well, you can do that without pretending you're drunk. Just be out there, change it.
Okay.
You use drinking as an excuse to be different than you normally are.
Okay, I don't disagree with that one, but
yeah.
But I don't know if I agree with pretending to be drunk. That's all.
Yeah, you probably don't even.
I don't think
what you're doing, but you do it.
Okay, all right. So there's that.
All right, changing subjects. Google.
Yeah.
This company.
Yeah.
On the internet. They are creating a driverless car. I'm sure you've heard of this.
Yeah.
So around certain cities, there are Google cars driving around with no people or people behind the wheel, just sitting there.
Yeah, just observing to see how the car is working.
So they're doing test drives around certain cities. They're paying people $20 an hour to sit behind the wheel of a Google car, basically just to test the car without having to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they mess up, the Google car crashes. It could be going 60 miles an hour. So there's a chance of death.
Isn't there an override or something? I mean, I would expect.
Yeah.
I would assume there'd be an override.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Like the dummy brake the extra brake that a driver's ed teacher used to have or something.
Yeah. But you really are not supposed to be using the override. Like, oh, I don't think it's going to make the turn. Let me override it. You know, you're supposed to
I'm assuming like, a 60 mile per hour crash. If you can see, we're going to crash. Let me just.
Or you can trust the Google car to stop.
Mm.
So
if you're going to ask me if I want to do that job, I'm like, no, I don't want that job. I don't trust.
$20 an hour.
No, I don't trust that technology at that point yet.
Just basically just to sit there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, it's one thing when something's on tracks, but when it's driving in I understand the concept. I just don't know if I trust the technology just yet. That's all I'm saying. I guess you would have no problem being one of those test drivers.
I'd like to.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I think it would be cool. I also don't know how advanced this technology is, how good it works. I mean, I've heard of Google car crashes.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, I need to know what percentage of crash, how often it would, like.
Yeah, you are the reason they're doing this.
No, I'm just saying the reason why I don't know whether the reliability is because
they need to test it.
I'm saying you only hear about the crashes. You don't know if that's like 1 out of every 3 million turns. I'm just making a number up, but I'm just saying you don't know how, because there's always risk in anything. So I'm curious what the actual stats are about how many crashes per operation it does or something like that. It's
now they have tested these cars for a while, and some of the studies have shown that Google-less or driverless Google cars have less chance of an accident than you driving your own car.
I can sort of get that. Maybe.
I mean, it's saying you yourself driving is probably more dangerous than the Google car driving. They've done enough tests for that.
I can see what they're saying about you can always get distracted, you get tired, you get, I don't know, anything that could impair the way you drive. But I don't know. I still don't trust machines. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying
okay, let's say in 5 years these things are pretty reliable.
Okay.
To the point where let's say 25% of the cars on the road are Google driverless cars. Yeah. Maybe 10%. Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
10%.
Right.
10% of the cars are driverless.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ride in one? Like let's how we have your Ubers and stuff,
right?
Taxis or whatever. So let's say they do some crazy thing where they make Google driverless cars like an Uber, which I think would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Would you do it? Let's say they they get in accidents 10% of the time, which is a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out if that's not that good of a rating, I guess. You would still do it with 10%?
Yeah.
I don't know about 10%. I mean, I don't know how far low you can actually get it either, but
I know it's a tough.
Yeah.
It's like, where's that number? Where's that number where you finally say, okay, I'll do it?
I mean, I've had like, I don't know, like surgical procedures on like my eyes or whatever, or that they were like, oh, there's a 10% chance. I'm like, well, I'll just risk it. So I mean, like, yeah,
exactly.
So maybe I think I would be okay with it after when I just feel comfortable. There's just going to be a comfort level. I guess if enough of my friends do it and I'm like, okay, they're doing it, it's cool, no one's had a problem. I mean, I've never been a really eager first adopter when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I'm sure eventually we're going to get to the point where it's not a big deal.
Yeah, basically they're doing these test drives because they need to get federal regulations. The feds need the numbers, to make sure, hey, we'll approve you putting these on the road everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But right now there's 34 prototype versions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, there's 23 Lexus SUVs, and they've totaled 1.6 million miles in driverless cars, which is a lot.
Yeah.
They have had a lot of issues though.
Like.
Let me see. I'm reading this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
They said back in January there are too many instances of disengagements from the auto mode. Basically, what like you were saying.
Someone overrode it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way too many people have been overriding it
because they didn't trust it.
Yeah. So they need people to say, "Hey, trust it." Let me see. They're pushing forward. Auto tech companies, including Google, Ford, Uber, Lyft, are creating a self-driving coalition for safer streets. See, more of these cars would become safer roads, I guess.
Huh?
Okay. Well,
what you just
basically what they're saying is, if we get more of these cars out there, there'll be less accidents because they are they they would cause less accidents.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see it. If everybody drove, and I mean, if you have automated cars, everything's predictable, and
yeah, that's one thing. That's a totally different thing because then they would all work together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that I can understand if we all had driverless cars and they were all working on this one system, all this stuff together, maybe
we'd be like the Jetsons.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna say Minority Report, but sure. Yeah, they would all be automated. It would be, or iRobot, that kind of thing.
And a lot of this spurred. A lot of my thinking is because 2 weeks ago I've told you this. Me and our friend Ghostface almost died.
I don't know why I laughed, but yeah, okay.
So yeah, we saw an. Well, actually, yeah, we didn't almost die. We saw an accident.
That really lessens the blow when you say, "Oh, you saw an accident," but sure.
Yeah, just two cars.
No, you almost died though, right? I mean, I remember that one part where you did almost die.
We could have.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your story. I'm sorry.
Nah, it just we saw a car accident. We were there. That basic kind of thing. So I'm just saying. I mean, I guess it depends on. I think if you were there, Sterno, you would have freaked out. You probably would have
died.
No, you probably would have shit your pants.
Nice.
Whereas me and
maybe I would have pretended to shit my pants. What do you?
Oh, I shit my pants, guys.
I'm so scared. Let me act different now. Go ahead. So what was the point about the accident again?
I don't know. I was just saying that could have been prevented by a driverless car. It was a lot of stupidity in the driving that happened. Let's just say that. Driver stupidity.
Yeah. Saw a bunch today. You see it every day when you drive. People in front of you don't, they don't use their heads or they do something distracted. I see it, you see it all the time with people on cell phones and, texting while driving all over the place and they're in their lanes and all that. So I'm sure if, everything was automated, then the car would drive and they would do whatever else they wanted to do. Almost like taking like the metro or something, the Tide or whatever.
A subway. A mass transit.
Yeah, mass transit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for the day that this happens. Because
I mean, I don't think it's that far off. I just don't know if today I'm comfortable with it yet. That's all I'm saying.
We're in the future now, Sterno. The future is now.
That's stupid. I mean, that's a good slogan for like a company that's innovating. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Please.
Like today is tomorrow.
It is.
That's one of those
Years ago, I couldn't imagine doing some of the stuff I do now when I'm driving. It's like, hey, I'm driving 60 miles an hour. Hey, let me check my email. Who would have thought of that?
You check your email while you're driving?
It does happen though.
I know.
I know you had that thought. It's like, hey, what's the weather gonna be like tomorrow? Let me check the weather.
I wait for a stoplight. Just so you know, I wait for the stoplight. That's my story I'm sticking to.
I mean, years ago, that thought would have never crossed your head to say, hey, let's see what the score of the baseball game is. while I'm driving 60 miles an hour.
Let's see if they're there yet. If they talked about it, and who's going to be at the place?
See, today that doesn't seem stupid.
No.
15 years ago, that seemed like crazy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
15 years ago, what's it? 2000.
Yeah.
So 2000 wasn't that long ago. I was gonna say the 90s. I remember like when we were always sporting the pagers. That's different. You know.
I mean, I had a cell phone.
Yeah, you were one of the earlier guys.
It wasn't smartphone yet, though.
Oh no, I don't think anybody. Well, 2000.
I wasn't checking my email on my phone in 2000.
In 2002. Yeah, that was before smart.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking when I
had a cool Motorola flip phone. I was texting.
I remember people.
333-222.
You would impress people by flipping open your phone. And people were like, "Whoa, that phone flipped open!" Because back then everybody had those big old brick phones, the ones that were just, I don't know, like shaped like a brick, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think that was long ago, but hey, that was between then and now.
Yeah, we've done. I mean,
I'm just saying these Google driverless cars, in the next 15 years could be the norm.
And I said that too. I agree with it. I mean, I'm just saying. I just said today. I'm not sure. Eventually, I know it's going to become old. It'll be something that we all do. Yeah, I have no problem with that. You just got to prove to me today. That's all I'm saying. I haven't been proven. I mean, I haven't been assured to the point where I'm okay with it.
All right. Sterno's the really careful person.
I guess sometimes, usually.
Of course, every now and then you pretend not to be Sterno.
We already discussed that too much.
All right then. Moving along.
Sure.
To what, Sterno?
Let's do our word of the day then.
Okay.
I'm looking for one now that I can pronounce.
So this is our Tagalog word of the day.
Yeah, this is the part of the show where
we pick a word, and please excuse us because we don't speak Tagalog normally.
Why do you sound like such an asshole when you did that? I mean,
I'm just saying what you say.
Yeah, I know, but not like that. Yeah, do you know what pagtitiwala means?
Pagtitiwala.
Uh-huh.
Pagtitiwala ka.
So is that a no?
I do. Pagtitiwala. Let me try to think and use a sentence.
Yeah. Maybe not using the right version of the word, right? I mean, I might have picked the wrong version. That's what I'm saying. How about umasa? How about that? You know what that means?
I'm still trying to think of a word for pagtitiwala.
I'm trying to get something easier.
Pagtitiwala sa ako sa
the government?
No.
What?
Sa Google.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think I used the wrong one. Other than umasa, it should probably be better.
I don't know umasa.
Okay. Well, pagtitiwala sang Google driverless car. Right.
Okay.
I was going with what you were saying. So, well, anyway, I'm trying to get to pagtitiwala, the Filipino word for trust, which we were just talking about trusting the Google driverless cars, and I'm still saying to me the jury's still out. So let's make pagtitiwala our word of the day.
Pagtitiwala. Sounds like a nasty word.
No, that's like, am I pronouncing this correctly? It sounded nasty in my head too.
I bet it sounded good to you. Pagtitiwala. Ooh, I like that word.
I'm never going to say that word again now. Thanks.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, when you say it like that, it just stuck in my head as something. I don't want to say that anymore. I'll use umasa even though it's wrong.
I've never used that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a new president in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Any opinions on him?
I have really. I mean, I've heard stuff about him. I looked at articles about him. I don't know. I don't. I mean, people were saying he's a Filipino version of Trump, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like a simplification. I mean, he sounds.
He's a very outspoken person.
Yeah,
I mean, I
was gonna say he sounds
he
like
brags about how he's killed people.
Yeah, he sounds like
Okay.
I was gonna say he sounds like basically why people were saying Trump is such a big deal, because he says he's outspoken, but he says extreme things that people I've been thinking, but they just, you know.
I mean, this dude really wants to like stamp out crime.
Right.
So basically, he's like, you know,
I want to be a dictator against crime, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do like, well, the prohibition of cigarettes and alcohol. That's what I heard read about, something like that.
And I have uncles that are like him. You know, you have your Filipino uncles who are, you know, like, you know, let's say there's criminals, like, oh, let's kill them, you know, kind of thing.
And, but that's stuff you say. I mean, you know.
I know
it's not stuff you elect people to do. That's where I'm like, but I also, since I'm not a Filipino national, I mean, I Filipino by heritage, and I don't, you know the politics of the area. Maybe am I misunderstanding? Maybe he is just talking big, but he's not really going to follow through. See, that's what I don't want to say stuff based on lack of knowledge of the guy. I don't know that much about him. I mean, I kind of thought it wasn't going to happen. And then I was like, oh, okay, it happened. He got elected. So
yeah. Sometimes I wonder about, well, sometimes you never know what happens. I mean, Manny Pacquiao keeps getting reelected. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was going to say.
I love the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think
most of the time.
I don't think he's a great politician. Let's just say that. He's probably the best boxer ever.
Right.
I stand behind him for boxing. But hey, does that make him a? I
mean, he said stuff not that long ago that kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna get into it, like, but I'll
just be quiet.
Yeah, just box. Just box.
All right, let's change the subject again.
Sure.
We saw Civil War.
Right.
Captain America 2, 3, whatever this is. Captain America Civil War.
The third Captain America movie. Yeah.
Movies, you know.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. I did. But I don't think I liked it as much as most of the people around me. That's the thing.
Including me.
Including you. I mean, I know you loved it, right?
My favorite Marvel movie ever.
Okay. And I can see that maybe it was just me at that particular moment.
I have nothing wrong with the movie.
Yeah.
I find no fault. I find no fault in the movie. It's a good movie.
Oh yeah.
Made me laugh, made me sad, made me excited, made me, giddy. Surprises were in there. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Good stuff. There was no point where I'm like, please, whatever. I never said that during the movie.
Yeah.
It happens every now and then during movies, but not this time. There was no. There's a lot of movies I like, and every now and then they're like, yeah, we'll have to, let that pass.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. I felt like there was so much in there that maybe there was too much in there.
I think they balanced it well, which I think they could have had a problem with too much happening. It's supposed to be a Captain America movie, but they had a lot of other stuff happening.
Oh, I mean,
and I love the way they focused on Captain America. And
I mean, even going into it, they were saying it's more like an Avengers movie than a Captain America movie. So,
but there is a lot of focus on Captain America.
Because it's basically the two different guys with their perspectives on what you need to do in regards to the main conflict, and I get that. But I just felt maybe a little bit too much. But I mean, like again, I still liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm probably gonna get the Blu-ray when it comes out. All that other stuff. I need to watch it a second time. I think that might be I think there might have been something wrong with my own perspective on it that night, but I liked it. I do.
There's something wrong with you, Sterno.
My perspective that particular night. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't know, something about it just didn't click with me the first viewing. But there are times I've watched maybe the second or third time and I felt differently about it.
So Sterno didn't like it.
So it's your number one Marvel movie of all time? It knocks out Iron Man?
Iron Man wasn't even my number one before.
We talked about it once, and I thought you said Iron Man was your favorite.
I thought it was Captain America 2. I don't remember, but that's how it is now.
Because me, my favorite is Captain America 2, and then Iron Man, then Avengers, maybe yeah, and then I'm not sure about the rest. I have to think about it some more.
But yes, Captain America: Civil War trumps all the other ones. Yes.
Okay.
Without spoiling anything.
Yeah,
actually, without talking about the movie at all.
We've been pretty vague.
It's so hard to talk about it.
I mean, I just said the two main characters about the main conflict. That's all. I mean, come on, we're pretty. I think we're doing a good job of not being spoilery about the whole thing. I don't want to be that guy. You know, I hate spoilers and giving spoilers. So yeah,
you're the worst.
What?
As in seeing everything as a spoiler.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, definitely go see it. And I mean, like I said, I liked it a lot. I didn't put it in my number one on the list like you did.
Is there a movie that you want to see happen that isn't
already
planned yet?
It's already
as in comics, Marvel, DC, whatever you want to talk. That whatever you like. I mean, there's now talk of, we know what's happening. Doctor Strange is coming out this year.
Which is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. Black Panther's coming out. Talk of a
Ghost in the Shell, but then, two of my favorite movie concepts have this big whitewashing thing next to them. So kind of put a little dampener on my enthusiasm.
I mean, I know there's a lot of complaints. I complain. I am one of the big complainers about not enough Asians and
yeah.
I'm the one that says, hey, you have to watch these freaking TV shows just because there's Asian in them, even though they're not the best. Some of them are good, but hey, we need to keep them on the air,
right? So
we can get other shows on. It's a broad thinking kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I mean, a lot of people aren't seeing the fact that, hey, if we could watch like Dr. Ken and Fresh Off the Boat and even like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people don't even realize it. The two lead women are Asian. Stuff like that.
Right.
Then people say, hey, people will watch Asians. Hey, let's cast an Asian in a freaking Asian role. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But a lot of people don't put two and two, or they don't connect the dots between that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
so when they do have Asians, they need to support the show or whatever to show that the market's there.
Yeah, because a lot of people say, hey, why should I be watching it? Just because they're Asian? No, I should watch it because it's good. And I see that side of it, right?
Right.
But then I on the sides like, hey, we have to keep these shows up, the ratings up, so Hollywood could see there's nothing, that casting an Asian is a bad thing. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the biggest excuses, or I guess for them reasons, is they don't think they can make money if the Asian is the lead, or if there's Asian centric.
They cast Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell.
Because you have a big name attached to a project.
And I am a huge Scarlett Johansson fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch everything she's in. I will watch Ghost in the Shell. I'm not going to boycott it because she's the Asian. But if they were like Asian, I mean, there's a meme going around or things going around with John Cho.
Yeah.
Putting him,
yeah, I've seen those.
Putting him into the movie posters or whatever of non-Asian movies.
Like, what if he was in this particular part?
Yeah. What if John Cho was in the
new one was coming.
The Notebook.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all movies.
Yeah.
It's funny, but they're showing, hey, it's funny, but it's making a statement like, hey, it could happen.
Right.
I know I'm sort of blabbering because it's not making sense, but I know it's right in my head.
Okay.
But saying that, I am also not going to not watch Ghost in the Shell. I'm not going to boycott the movie. I'm also not going to boycott Doctor Strange.
It just bothers me. I don't think
I've made my.
I think it's good that we said something as a I don't know, as a people, as a community, we said that it bothers us.
Yeah, we're raising a ruckus, we're making noise,
and that's what we need to do. But I don't know if I'm going to go as far as boycott. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll watch it. I mean, but as soon as I saw the trailer, and I just saw the Tildy Swanson, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
and I was just
like her too.
I mean, I like her as an actress. I do. I just like she's the ancient one. And that was like the guy that's always been portrayed as an Asian man from like wherever, like Nepal or Tibet or whatever, and they just picked a white woman. I mean, honestly, if it was an Asian woman, I would have been fine with it. It was just I don't mind that they would have gender swapped it. Not a big deal to me. But that's the whole taking an Asian part and making it into a Caucasian part does not sit well.
And it's not like there aren't Asian actresses that are worthy of the role.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the problem. If there were bad, there were no good Asian actresses, but there's a lot of them out there. And it's basically, let me see. I'm trying to do a good analogy, but a lot of them are going to come out bad.
I'm not sure where you're going with that, so I can't help.
It's like I'm just saying there's a lot of Asian actors out there that are good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Right.
So I just wish they would become more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a different problem with Ghost in the Shell though. I mean, I just didn't like the fact that they were trying to keep her kind of Asian, but then not put an Asian in the. I mean, if they did, like I said it to somebody else, that if they had done what they did to Infernal Affairs, which became The Departed, where they kind of take the idea, the concepts, and transplant it to a different setting, to me that would have been a lot better than just trying to shove a Caucasian in what is absolutely still like a Japanese role and make her look Japanese, which is kind of reminiscent of the darker days of Hollywood when you had all these Caucasians playing like, everybody points to the Mickey Rooney and Breakfast and Tiffany's, and you had the Charlie Chan, other people that were playing Asians or other minorities like Indians or, like people that were playing Hispanic and then were obviously not Hispanic, that kind of thing. That bothers me. So. Okay.
Let's say this. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna change it up on you then.
Okay, then. Sure.
There was talk of making Spider-Man black. I mean, okay, we know now in the comics there's Miles Morales,
right,
who's a black kid who plays Spider-Man,
right.
But before that, would you have been okay with them casting Donald Glover? I don't know if you know who Donald Glover is. As Spider-Man, he was the guy from Community, right? Yeah. Childish Gambino was the rapper.
Yeah, I was trying to remember his name. I couldn't remember.
A lot of people. He had a big push as Spider-Man, and I think he would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
But people would have been crazy. People would have gone crazy.
Oh yeah,
casting a black Spider-Man, even though we do have one in the comics now. But
that's a different thing. He's a different character completely. Though.
Yeah, totally different.
Right.
Like they're gonna have an Asian Superman.
What?
You don't know about the Asian Superman?
No, I don't.
There's gonna be an Asian Superman. The Incredible Hulk right now is Hulk right now is Asian in the comics.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. There's going to be an Asian Superman also coming up.
Is it the same? Is this from the DC reboot? Is that what you're talking about? So that DC Comics was recently, or I guess, I don't know if they're still in the middle of it. They're redoing their whole universe again, I think. Because I'm not a collector anymore, so I'm not really sure what the timeline is.
I don't know the whole story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But Superman is now going to be written by Gene Luen Yang.
Okay.
Who I don't know if you know, but I'm a big fan. He wrote this one graphic novel called American Born Chinese years ago. Huge hit in the comic world. American Born Chinese. If you never read it, it's awesome. It touches upon a lot of Asian issues about how kids today don't feel like the responsibility to to uphold the Asianness, or they're like, we're just kids, we're trying to live our lives, why do we have to be Asian? Kind of, it deals with that.
Okay.
about kids who just want to be kids and don't want the responsibility of being Asian. It's good. It's good. And part of that's written by a guy who we used to go to school with, or worked on by him. But yeah, this guy lately he's gotten big in comic books. Gene Luen Yang, if you want to look him up, Gene Yang, and now he's going to do Spider-Man. I mean Superman, and in doing so, he's going to make an Asian Superman. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be.
He's going to inherit the powers of Superman.
Yeah, basically the same thing that happened to Hulk.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Incredible Hulk is not Bruce Banner.
Right.
It's a kid who's inherited the powers in some way.
Amadeus Cho.
Yep. To be geeky, he used to be Hercules.
Hercules?
In the comics. I guess you don't know.
I didn't know that one. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge. I missed it. I feel stupid that I missed it. But,
I know you're not in this world, so no comics, agents, it doesn't do with anything you do.
I'm like I try not to get too into it, but I something that big I should have really known about. That's kind of disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if it's just a gimmicky thing or like a 6-issue thing, or is it an actual, series that's without limit? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So see, last year at New York Comic Con, I went to the panel about Asians in comics, and they talked about the balance of forcing Asians into comics, or, the fact that they are Asians, that's what they know, and writing about what they know. There's a fine line,
Right.
So it's about do you make the character Asian because we need more Asians in comics? It doesn't work. Or do you put the Asian character in because, hey, I'm Asian, that's what I know. And it's a debate. It's a debate. Basically, I don't know what's wrong and I don't know what's right. I'm for Asian Superman though.
I'm curious. I don't know if I might buy it. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
I have all the Asian Hulks. So
how is it anyway? The series?
It's funny.
Okay.
It leans on a comedy.
Is there still Bruce Banner involved in the universe, or is just he's the only Hulk? I'm not trying to get too much into the thing, but I'm just curious. Is there another? Is he like there's Hulk and then there's the Asian Hulk? That kind of, or what I'm saying? Is he like the alternate Hulk, the Hulk light?
He is Hulk. Let's just say that.
Okay.
He is Hulk.
He's the primary Hulk.
And the story more about him learning how to be Hulk right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, yeah, the other Hulk, had it, so much better kind of thing.
I mean, I've seen I collected comic books intensely for I guess around 20 years, and I remember when they tried to make an Asian Adam, they made sometimes like you said, it felt really forced, but. I'm curious to see how these, a lot of the people doing this stuff now are really being aware of it, like you're saying, and they're trying to make it more, I don't know if organic is the right word, but more of a seamless kind of thing where you're like, okay, it makes sense. We just go with it.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's like white artists making Asian or white writers. And then sometimes it's like, it can come off as, Charlie Chan-ish.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's Asian behind it. Gives me pagtitiwalaan ko.
There you go. There you go. That's perfect right there.
I'm just saying.
And I say that we can't use it. No, come on. There you go.
Because the guy's good. A lot of the stuff he does. Gene Yang. Love his stuff. So happy for it.
Okay.
All right. Is that it?
I think I'm good.
Make sure you visit our website, www.cine-gang.com.
Or email us at thecine-gang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thecine-gang. Or look for our YouTube videos. Do a search for our URL, www.cine-gang.com, and you should be able to find our videos. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is El Boogie, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and see you now. Saved.
Saved? We're good? And thanks for watching. Tune back in for our next episode. Till then, take care.